Hello. I'm going to make a video today. That'll probably be held against me some point in my life. But I will tell you, as much as I continue to try and try and try, I feel that I fail at every movement and every step that I make. So I'm sitting in Noblesville in a Burger King parking lot because it's the only place I really feel like maybe right this moment I won't be attacked or for something. Not necessarily attacked by someone per se, but I started down a path of things going wrong several years ago, and I really haven't recovered. But I've tried to recover, and I've tried to recover. But right now, I'm going through a divorce. My not the divorce I'm going through, but I jumped into a marriage, and 3 years ago I was married to someone for a long time, and I messed that up. And that divorce is she is now fighting for additional custody. She already won and took away my custody through what I consider a corrupt system. I did my own problems, and I'll be glad to discuss that. I'll be going back and forth, and hopefully I'll come back around at some point. But I opened a business with my new wife that wants a divorce, mainly because I opened the business, and I believed I would make $60,000 a month as a minimum, and we needed that, and I would have made her happy, proud, successful, and debt free, and instead I forced her to accrue all kinds of debt, and we are losing. So now I'm going through a divorce. I'm losing more custody of my child. I can't afford to fight it. And I found that in the legal system, without an attorney, the judge just does not care. He's a liar. He only cares about women's success, and he finds me repulsive that I did not pay an attorney to fight for my custody, and he took it from me. I am losing my business, and I have hundreds of thousands of dollars wrapped up in it. I'm 6 months behind on my house payment, so I'm losing my house, my business, my marriage, and my child. If I were rating them in order, I'd say my child is my most important thing, my marriage is my most important thing. If the business were successful, then I would be successful in everything, because I would then have money and I could fight for my custody, and my wife would stay, and that's the truth. I could then afford to pay for my house. I also own a rental that I was 4 months behind, and I've dedicated money to catch that up. We're in the process of filing bankruptcy, and my wife can't file with me because she has equity in her home, and I have nothing. So that's where we're at now. That's life today, except for I've also tried to get a job for some time, and I have a misdemeanor from 2019, and it still says pending on my report. I'm kind of dumbfounded by that, but I got off probation, and I'll be glad to go into that deeply too. But that's a segment by itself, and I'll have to get there. I'm going to go ahead, and I have a public service call coming in. I guess I can decline the public service call. I don't know what a public service call would be. So oddly enough, I found I hadn't spoke with my wife and since Wednesday of last week. Not one single word, not a response to a text, except for "do not call me again." And I'm not sure what happened. I was fighting very hard, even through church, and trying to say, hey, we need to dedicate to our marriage if it's going to work at all. I haven't lived with her for almost 1 year now. She asked me to leave. I moved out, and I hung around. And I told her if I didn't hear from her, I would file. And I went and filed on Monday, so just 4 days ago. And then 2 days after that, I got a notice that she had already filed for divorce. This is her third time filing in less than about 8 months. She filed twice in 1 month and took them back. So it is the right thing to file at this point, I guess, because I want to be in love, and I want to spend time with a woman every night, and I don't want her to feel like I'm doing the wrong thing, and I don't want my wife to feel like I'm doing the wrong thing. I'm just at a point to where something has got to give. The statement is that God, VIN numbers, nothing, won't put more on your plate than you can handle. And I pray and I beg every single day. And right now there's more on my plate than I can handle. I don't know what else to do. I can't pay taxes. I do get money. I'm a wounded vet. I'm 60% disabled. So I get some $1,700 from that, and some of it's for her child. So that should go down too. And so I get some sustainability money. But for many, many months, most of that has gone back into sustaining this business. And I'll sit here at Burger King for a little while so I can breathe with the anxiety. And then maybe I'll come back to this and talk about my misdemeanors that I got a few years back, and the divorce that I created there, and what brought me to that point. And I'll probably talk in circles for a while, but I'll try and stay on subject. Thanks for listening.